Cold War ended over 3 decades ago, but looking at the world's most powerful tanks today, you might think otherwise. America's M1 Abrams, Russia's T-72 and T-80, Germany's Leopard 2, Britain's Challenger, and Israel's Merkava are still the heavyweights of modern warfare. However, even 70-ton steel giants designed to withstand shells and rockets can't escape the march of time. By 2050, a new generation inspired by Elon Musk's inventions will replace these Cold War-era vehicles. Number 1. World War II mass tank production. To understand the scale at which tanks were once produced, we can look back to World War II. During the war, an astonishing 200,000 tanks were built, including 61,000 American vehicles alone. This era of mass production created massive tank fleets that played a pivotal role in defining the war's outcome. The German Blitzkrieg, for example, was driven by the rapid mobility and overwhelming numbers of tanks. Today, producing tanks at such a scale is no longer feasible. Modern tanks are vastly more complex and expensive to manufacture due to their advanced technology. Unlike World War II-era tanks, which could be churned out rapidly and cheaply, today's machines require sophisticated components, specialized manufacturing processes, and immense technical expertise. Number 2. Weight. The tanks that dominate modern armies are relics of the Cold War, designed when large-scale tank engagements were anticipated on European battlefields. For instance, the M1 Abrams tank, first deployed in the 1980s, remains the backbone of the U.S. Army's armored units. Its composite armor, reinforced with depleted uranium, made it nearly impervious to enemy fire. This tank wasn't just built for defense. Its M256 120mm smoothbore cannon could destroy targets from miles away, and its array of machine guns ensured no enemy, man or machine, could approach unnoticed. Similarly, Russia continues to use its T-72 and T-80 models, also developed during that time. While these tanks are still powerful thanks to their thick armor and impressive firepower, time has revealed their shortcomings. One major problem is their immense weight. The M1 Abrams, for example, tips the scales at around 70 tons. This presents significant mobility challenges, as such heavy vehicles tend to damage roads and struggle in soft, muddy terrains. Additionally, transporting these massive tanks across continents or into combat zones is a logistical nightmare. Military planners have long recognized that while firepower and protection are crucial, a tank's strategic and tactical mobility is just as important. For expeditionary forces like those of the US and Britain, which often fight overseas, it's imperative to have tanks that can be deployed quickly by air or sea. Moreover, the Abrams and other Cold War-era tanks are reaching their limits when it comes to upgrading capabilities. Each new system, whether it's improved armor, a bigger gun, or more advanced sensors, adds weight, which only exacerbates mobility and transport problems. Number 3. Tank losses in the Ukraine War. The Russia-Ukraine War has served as a stark reminder of modern tanks' limitations and vulnerabilities. As of now, more than 8,000 Russian tanks have been destroyed or incapacitated during the conflict, highlighting just how costly tank warfare can be in protracted, high-intensity war. The war has also emphasized the importance of logistics in modern tank operations. Tanks, no matter how powerful, require a steady supply of fuel, ammunition, and maintenance to remain operational. In conflicts like Ukraine, where supply lines are frequently targeted, maintaining a fleet of fuel-hungry tanks like the Abrams becomes an operational nightmare. To solve all of that, a new generation of tanks is coming. Moreover, it could be inspired by Elon Musk's Tesla's innovative approach to electric vehicles. By focusing on energy efficiency, digital automation, lightweight materials, and AI integration, the military can create a next-generation electric tank that not only improves performance, but also reduces logistical burdens. Number 4. Small, light, and mobile tanks. The tanks of tomorrow will be designed with mobility and transportability in mind. Gone are the days when tanks could weigh 70 tons and still be considered viable. The new generation of tanks is expected to be much smaller and lighter, which will not only improve their speed and maneuverability, but also make them far easier to transport by air, sea, or land. For instance, the South Korean K-2 Black Panther and Japan's Type 10 already represent a shift towards lighter designs, weighing in at around 50 to 55 tons. These tanks sacrifice some armor in exchange for greater mobility, making them better suited for expeditionary operations, where tanks must be deployed quickly and effectively. Number 5. Hybrid electric engines. One of the most significant advancements in the next generation of tanks will be the move toward hybrid electric engines. Much like modern hybrid cars, these new tanks will combine diesel engines with electric motors and batteries to offer a range of benefits. Hybrid engines not only improve fuel efficiency, crucial for long-term operations in the field, but also enhance reliability and reduce the overall logistical burden on military forces. The Abrams X technology demonstration vehicle, for example, has already showcased a diesel-electric power plant that consumes 50% less fuel than the current M1 Abrams. This is a critical improvement, as today's gas turbine-powered Abrams consumes an alarming 3 gallons of fuel per mile. Reducing this fuel dependency will make tanks more agile, less costly to operate, and more capable of sustained operations. 6. AI and automation. As with many areas of modern technology, artificial intelligence and automation will play a huge role in the next generation of tanks. These vehicles will be increasingly digital, featuring advanced onboard systems to assist with navigation, target acquisition, and even vehicle maintenance. AI will also reduce the workload of the crew, allowing them to focus on mission-critical tasks rather than routine operations. In terms of design, future tanks will likely adopt a model similar to that of Tesla, where the vehicle is essentially a platform for software-driven systems. This will allow for rapid upgrades and the integration of new capabilities without the need for a complete redesign. 7. Upgraded armor and autoloaders. The next generation of tanks may also see a significant upgrade in firepower. While the standard tank cannon for the past few decades has been around 120mm, new models could be equipped with much larger guns. For example, the Main Ground Combat System, a joint French-German initiative, plans to arm its tanks with a 140mm cannon, which would offer significantly greater firepower. Autoloaders, which automatically load shells into the cannon, are expected to become more common in future tank designs. These systems reduce the need for a human loader, thus cutting down the number of crew members needed to operate the tank, while some critics argue that autoloaders are less reliable than human loaders. The push for smaller, more efficient tanks will likely make this technology standard in future designs. Number 8. Advanced protection and stealth. As warfare evolves, so do the threats facing tanks. Modern anti-tank weapons, including guided missiles, mines, and drones, pose serious risks to even the most heavily armored vehicles. In response, the next generation of tanks will be equipped with advanced protection systems. For example, Israel's Trophy Active Protection System detects incoming anti-tank rockets and neutralizes them with a combination of jammers, smoke grenades, or even projectiles. Future tanks will also need to contend with the growing threat of drones, which have proven lethal in recent conflicts like the Ukrainian war. To counter this, tanks will be equipped with jammers to disrupt drone guidance systems and defensive systems specifically designed to shoot down drones. Stealth technology will also be crucial. Future tanks will feature systems to reduce their heat, noise, and electromagnetic signatures, making them harder to detect by both the human eye and electronic surveillance. New camouflage systems and thermal nets will further enhance their ability to remain hidden from enemy forces. 9. Unmanned systems and manned-unmanned teaming. One of the most exciting aspects of the future of tank warfare is the integration of unmanned systems. Manned tanks will increasingly operate alongside drones and unmanned ground vehicles, working together in a cohesive system. Manned tanks will serve as command hubs, coordinating the actions of multiple unmanned assets. For example, defense contractor General Dynamics has developed the Stryker X, a variant of the Stryker vehicle equipped with Switchblade kamikaze drones. These unmanned drones can be launched from the tank to carry out reconnaissance or attack missions, extending the reach and capabilities of the vehicle. In this way, tanks will not only become more efficient and survivable, but also more versatile, capable of operating in a variety of environments and against a range of threats. But with Tesla taking on new upgrades faster than any possible vehicle, the US Army needs to keep up faster and more efficiently to appreciate this new era of change. Thanks for watching, and make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and put notifications on to stay updated on everything related to AI, robotics, and military technology.